Good morning, traders. So let's get on with the Aussie this morning. I think there are a couple of levels we need to focus on today, and I just want to show you something as well here. Is this pin bar has been hit, okay? So it has been challenged, and we're sort of hovering at that level. Now, the high of all these weeks here, below this high, this, those are all areas that are going to get challenged, okay? And I mean, you can backtest it if you want, but it's the nature of the beast. So every single level behind this bar, because they haven't been challenged in the past, will get challenged. Okay, so, and you can take it back as far as you want, but you will see that those levels get challenged. Okay, so obviously you don't want to go too far because it just clouds your vision. So you just want to see what's on your screen currently, and you want to just put those levels in, okay? And then the next level is going to be there. Okay, so just get those levels in so that you know where they are. It's very important to have them in at this stage because this is a big area of resistance. Now let's get down to the daily. And you'll start seeing how these levels play. You'll see to the right here how they interact with each other. Okay, so thanks to 10-cent results, we had a great bounce off Dickinson. Now, normally when we're trading just ichimoku, you would have be looking for a long and you'd have a stop below Dickinson. But at 1,300 points, I don't think it's something any of us are going to be wanting to do quite willingly. So this has also confirmed the break of the range. So I would suspect that let's just copy this range. I would suspect that we are going to head to that level there, which is pretty close to the next gap. Okay, so this area of resistance here needs to be overcome. Once that's overcome, then you have the daily gap, which is the next possible area that we need to get to. Now, we can move down to the 4-hour, and there's nothing really here on the 4-hour that gives us. We're at the levels. The 4-hour and the weekly levels are very, very close in this area, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Just move it down, see if we can see what kind of setups we need to look for today. Okay, so the one thing that's worrying me here is this. So we just draw that like that, and we draw that like that. We end up with a bear flag. Okay, so ideally I would like to see this bear flag play out. I'd like to see it play out, and I'd like to see us come back into this area here. Okay, I'd like to challenge this breakout here, and that would be the top of the cloud, which would be an area for me to go long. The problem I've got is when you've got these massive candles like this, you can see how it's big, smaller, smaller, smaller. So typically you run to the major targets quickly, and then the sellers step in and it moves back. Okay, we are quite far from Kijington and Dickinson, and they are together. Okay, you can see how flat the cloud is here because there is no volatility. We went up in a straight line. That's basically what that's showing you. We do not. Well, we kind of got some divergence. We've got price going to the upside, and we have sort of a flat top to the downside divergence. So I would suspect that we, either at this level or the next level, somehow we have a pullback, and pullback will be hopefully down a decent one to this level, or alternatively it will tag this level here. Okay, I think let's just at this stage pull in the Bull Williams, because that will give us a really good indication of what's happening. Okay, so we have now we have a daily pivot below, pretty much where I'm looking for us to pull back to, and that would also coincide with the alligator here. Okay, now you can see the awesome oscillator is already green. I just want to take this out a little bit. And let's just get rid of this range. Okay. So you can see how we also bounced off the 200 on the 4 hour. You can see how that played out. But alligator is pointing up to the upside. We have got 2 green bars here. So everything there is very, very bullish. And if we look at the Bollinger Bands here, you can see how we've narrowed. So I suspect, with diversions on the awesome oscillator, so I do suspect we're going to have some profit taking here. Probably, hopefully come and challenge daily pivot. So, I mean, that's going to be a 400 odd pip scalp. Okay, so for me today, it's let's just get rid of this. You can see where we are. So for me today, watch what happens in this area to the top side here. So just keep watching price action here, and I think do it on the. I think what I'll be doing is doing it on the 6 minute. So I'll be using my 6 minute strategy for this today, because I want to pick up the scalp, and I have a feeling the scalp's going to come and there'll be a pullback. May not be as deep as this, but there are a couple of pin bars to challenge here. So there's that area, and then there is I don't know what's going on here. So there's that area, and then there is this area here. Okay, so there are 3 different levels to challenge, and I think it would be a worthwhile scalp from there to there. 200 points, 340 points, and 460 points. But definitely at this level, I'll be looking for long. Okay, so yeah, so watching price action. If there is a short scalp on offer, I will take it to the downside. Stop loss is going to be really close, okay, because this thing could still squirt through and hit the next level. Okay, so stop loss is going to be a good, depending where we are, but if it's anything more than 100 points, I'm not interested in the trade. So, and at this level, your stop loss technically should be below this level here, which is too far for my likings. So what I'll do is I will look at below the cloud or below Kijinsen, which will be over here. So I'll be using the hour for that. So below the 1 hour cloud or below the Kijinsen, which would be 230 or 350 pip stop loss. Okay, so now I don't want to say the price won't come down and challenge the lows, because this is the Aussie, anything's possible. So at this stage, some kind of a pullback, so scalp the pullback and then in for the long term, and that should give us a measured move of this level here, which will take us, I just want to check if we had a weekly range bar. Yes, we did. So let's just put this one in. Okay, so this is the range bar. We've had 2, so there's one there and one there. So more than likely both of them will get hit. First this one's target, then this one. So I just want to get the ultimate target here, which would be 55,000. And that takes us to the previous high, which is a very interesting setup. That's the second target would be the previous setup. The first target is going to be this last level here. Okay. So that's my trade. Yeah. So watch out for the scalp, take the scalp, and then look for this long-term setup. The swing trade is going to be to the upside, so that'll be 1 or 2 days, maybe 3, to get to the top. And being Thursday, you probably won't get much out of it because I won't keep it over the weekend. But anyway, that's the Aussie. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you guys later.